when I used to always talk to artists, whoever, like especially from Chicago, the guys that's really doing something right now, I used to always tell them, me personally, if I could have had the chance to, I would have tried to get away for a second and work on that artistry. Because you got to think, what I was like 19, 20 when I got a deal, something like that. For all the 15 plus years of my license, I've been just running the streets. All I knew was this certain lifestyle. For a deal to come right into play right here, and I'm just supposed to change my lifestyle this quick, it's hard while living in the city because you want to do what you've been doing. Your mind is programmed on doing what you've been doing these last 15 years, which is running the streets. You know, unless you very disciplined, which I wasn't at the time. I used to always tell the guys, get away when you get that little check to be able to go sit down and work on your craft because it's a lot of distractions in Chicago. I didn't do right in Chicago. If I would have sat down in Atlanta, anywhere, and just been able to really work on my craft, don't know what to do here every day, you know what I mean? But instead, I'm hanging around the same group of guys. My group of guys then got bigger. They done grew from these little 50 to 100 guys to 500 guys, and you know, I want to go out and kick it. They come and telling me how much they having fun. I want to go out and have fun with them right here. So it was more of a distraction staying in Chicago. I would always say, try to get away and, you know, get you a peace of mind and work on your craft. I mean, for somebody that's been in the streets, that's all they know, and the streets is all they know, and it's like, you know, you out there and you doing dirt. I don't know. I guess the easiest advice I can give them is that all the energy that we put into those streets, if we put those same but you know, it all start with just our communities, period. Like, I don't think we financially educated enough. Our financial education comes from we seeing people on those corners and getting money how we see them getting it through the streets. So when we see that, that's what we see as monetary value. They don't teach us about real estate and all this, but if we put that same energy into those things, we would be even richer without the penitentiary chances. So, you know, my advice is just to put that same energy that you putting into being that kingpin, that shooter, into being, you know, some positive real estate mogul, you know, stockbroker, something. Just trying to do something else but a lot of our guys don't know nothing. You know, all they know is the streets. So it is really on the leaders of the communities and niggas like me and to really educate the youth on other things to do. Because if they don't see that, like, people want to be rappers because they see, okay, Bump went and got $1 million check off rapping. Okay, maybe I should start rapping. It's not until they see that you can get some money off something that they want to try it. Now that I'm able to move around a little bit, my non-for-profit Dow's House, and I plan on doing a lot of stuff in the community. You know, similar to what Chance did, but trying to direct it towards not just public schools, but financial literacy. That's what I'm really on. I've been doing things like with the Inglewood Barbly. I try to help her a little bit as far as just little stuff, but I haven't been doing all I could. I'm just not getting on the streets. I was on house arrest. I've been on the streets for 8 months. I was on house arrest for 5 of those months, so I've really been able to move around for 3 months. What I wish I had in my community when I was growing up, now that I can look back, I don't think I was thinking that then, but now that I look back, I wish we did have what I said, financial literacy. Someone that was teaching us about money, how to spend it, how to save it, how to invest it, how to make it flip, other than the streets, because that's what ultimately drew me to the streets. I saw my guy selling bags and rocking all the Jordans and shit. I wanted them Jordans too. And I seen he was doing it so easy, but if I think if we had some guidance on how to do that legally, then, you know, I probably wouldn't have never been a rapper. For real. If I could talk to the teenage Bump J, I would tell his ass, go to school. And not to go work for nobody, but to, you know, learn the craft, to be able to run your own businesses. Because he was a knucklehead. He wanted to shoot guns and sell drugs just because everybody else was doing it almost. And I say that I wasn't just, oh, he's doing it, let me do it, but it's in my immediate surroundings. When I had the opportunities to go to school, to learn and better myself. So I would say go your ass to school, stay in school, learn, be able to own your own businesses one day. What I feel about role models and mentors go back to what I was saying earlier. I mean, it's the same thing. My role models and mentors was drug dealers and the shooters. So I think they shape your life if I had better role models, maybe I'd have took a different path and been that guy that owned his own businesses. Of course, everything happened for a reason. And I'm glad the way my life went because it made me who I am today. But a quicker path to that probably would have been, you know, the businessmen, the millionaire, billionaire guys that did it legally, being my role models and mentors. You know, someone teaching me a different way of life other than the one we gambling on every day.